Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for, this is for October through December of this year, so it's your quarter 4 reading. We're going to just jump right in here, Taurus, and we are going to take a look at what your just general energies for quarter 4 here in this first row. We're going to look at anything unexpected that comes up for you in your second row, and then we're going to look at any advice from your guides in your last row here, Taurus. Taurus, this already looks really, really nice. A lot of positive energy here. I think you're like the second or third sign that has had this, has had something. There are like, I don't know, there's like 3 or 4 cards in this deck in particular that kind of represent abundance coming in or some sort of growth. And like I said, you're like the second or third sign that has had one of these cards. So whenever I notice these collective energies, I mention them, just because I feel like it's something we can take advantage of. So I would take advantage of it, but we'll talk about that right now. You start off with this Roots of Abundance card. This is kind of like saying something that you are starting, some sort of opportunity, has the roots of abundance. It could be a very abundant situation that you will be getting into at the end of the year here. Even look at this first diagonal. You have the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. That looks good to me, Taurus. That to me is definitely like a lot of abundance and success coming in for you. 2 aces is like a very positive new beginning. 2 aces is also a yes to any question I don't answer as well. So, that looks really nice, Taurus, is what I'm going to say there. And definitely some sort of new beginning. Again, the Ace of Pentacles to me is like the newest of new beginnings out of all the aces. It is something that has a lot of potential, that will be coming in for you here. You also have this Fates card here, which I also love this card right here, the Fates, because and not only that, it's coming up in your row of advice from your guides. It's kind of like saying that, I feel like your guides are really encouraging you, pushing you, moving you forward, all that other good stuff here in your last row. You have the Ace of Cups, the Devil, and the Seven of Wands here, Taurus. So I feel like you need to protect yourself from just anything that is toxic, anything that doesn't make you feel good. We've talked about this a lot, Taurus. I'm going to keep talking about it because I forget things. I'm sure you forget things as well. With Uranus and Taurus, it's like your environment is going to be extremely important to you, Taurus. The things that you allow into your life, the things that surround you, the people in your life, pretty much anything that can affect you energetically, I would be very, very careful of what you have in your space with this Devil energy. That includes people, places, things, could be anything really. And I would be careful what's around you. Again, like I said, Uranus and Taurus for you is all about having a very strong desire for freedom. That's one of the things that will probably come up for you, Taurus. But again, that if you have, if you're living in a house and if you have a room that's full of stuff, it might affect you on a very deep level with Uranus and Taurus. So, maybe organizing it, getting rid of it, or clearing out the space would be really nice for you right now. So any of those types of things that you can do will be a good thing for you. Looking, also what I'm getting here is looking at excess things that just take up brain space would be a good idea for you here as well. It's maybe you hate cleaning and maybe it's time to hire a cleaning lady, right? And you might be saying, I don't have the money to hire a cleaning lady. And I always tell people, it's well, actually you do. If you want it bad enough, you will find a way to make it. This reading here is basically you increasing your abundance. It's like saying anything you want, you can easily have it, but you just have to figure out how to get the abundance to have it. I always tell people, it's I think it's a good idea, if you want someone to clean your house to just do it, to find a way. It's even if it's just once, right? It's someone can come into your house, clean it spotless, get it spotless. It's then your energy will feel good for at least a little while, and it can put you in a good place. So I'm saying this because it's popping up here, Taurus, that your environment is going to be very important. I've said this to you before. I'm going to say it again. And I would just say anything you can do to kind of, clean up your brain space, anything that takes up brain space. I know sometimes dishes, things like that can definitely take up brain space. So I would be careful of that with this energy. Other than that, I do feel like you're protecting yourself from toxic situations in love. What I would say here, Taurus, is if you're looking for love, I do feel some of you could be, it's like the opposite is what I'm getting here, where it's like you could be meeting a new person here. I feel like they are a little standoffish, not in a bad way. I just feel like you could be dealing with someone who is a little bit, skeptical about love in general. I feel like that's a place they're coming from. I wouldn't look at this as a bad thing. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles to the Ten of Cups. I think there's like two sides. There's two different ways you can look at this, right? It's like there are people who are skeptical about love, and they're not open about it up front. But I feel like, if there's a new person coming in for you here, if you're meeting a new person, looks like a meeting to me, because again, this person I don't think is necessarily interested in love at the moment. I keep getting this like opposite thing right here. And I feel like if you meet this person, they might be a little not standoffish, but skeptical about having a relationship, but I feel like they will tell you that up front. It's like there's a difference between, someone who, is skeptical about love or is skeptical about having a relationship and they lie about it. This person I feel like will be like, I'm not really looking for anything right now, but, we can, do whatever. Maybe they'll take you on a date still or whatever. I would just keep your expectations in check is what I would say. Yeah, look at this. Ace of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Like I was saying, I'm getting no movement. There's opportunity for growth here, right? The fields back here are empty. So if you're looking for love, there could be a person here. Could be a fellow earth sign, by the way. Could also be a fire sign. Could just be someone who has like earth or fire in their chart here. Those are the two that really stand out to me here, Taurus, so far. And what I would say here is, like, I feel like there's an opportunity for this to grow, but, it's one of those things where maybe it starts slow. This person could be skeptical. I also look at the Knight of Pentacles as just a person who's busy as well in general, especially going this way to the Ace of Pentacles. It's like if you're meeting someone new between now and the end of the year, it could be one of those things where it's just like a legitimately busy person. But I keep getting honesty here, which is weird. I don't really consider the Page of Pentacles to be honest. Not that they're a liar, but I just don't consider them to be necessarily someone who's very forward. But I get these very forward vibes where, again, if you're talking to a person, I feel like they'll be very open and honest about their expectations. So I would make sure to keep your own expectations in check. I always say there's nothing wrong with trying to build something with a person who's maybe like busy and they tell you they're busy, and as long as you keep your expectations in check. With the Devil here, I almost just said the Chariot. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Like I said, could be an offer coming in for you here. Could also be a Capricorn or someone who has a lot of Capricorn in their chart. You could, part of me kind of feels like it's partially you as well. I don't know. I feel like I said this to you in your last reading. If you're born in like the 80s, you probably have a lot of Capricorn in your chart. So it makes sense that you would be meeting a person who also has a lot of Capricorn in their chart as well. If you're going for like the same age range or whatever, that makes perfect sense to me. Let me pull one more card here. With the Seven of Wands, you have the Magician. It's like a new beginning coming in for you here. The Six of Pentacles is like planting seeds. Again, for those of you that could be dealing with a person who's maybe busy or slow or moving, the Six of Pentacles is like you give a little, they give a little, and you just kind of do that back and forth. And again, if you're comfortable doing that, then I feel like it could turn into something. Ten of Cups, like happy home, happy family. So as long as you're willing to go slowly with a person, then by all means. Some of you aren't willing to do that, so that's why I'm saying if you're not, there are plenty of fish in the sea here, Taurus, is what the Ten of Cups says. For others, there's some sort of new beginning here that is going to make you very happy. It's not exactly what you think is what I keep getting. Let me just tell you what I'm feeling here, Taurus. Magician, Seven of Wands, Seven of Cups, two sevens. Internal fears don't exist. Six of Pentacles, Ten of Cups here. I'd say for those of you that are like trying to build a business or trying to build your career, I feel like there are like opportunities for you to do this, but it's kind of like, it's almost like you're ending up in a different position are the words I'm getting here on the Ten of Cups. Again, I read intuitively. That's not what the Ten of Cups means, but for some of you, it's like, let's say in your career, you have your eye on, like some sort of promotional opportunity or a different position. I feel like there's like something else that you could get in the future that isn't exactly what you're thinking about. So, just like different. But I feel like you will get it. I also feel like that working with other people is like more important than ever. So Ten of Cups is your community, and it's like if you're trying to get a raise or a promotion, making sure you're working together with other people is going to be important. For those of you in business as well, same thing. Like I feel this thing where it's like almost like you're being exposed to an audience here. I don't know how else to say it, Taurus, where I don't know if some of you are becoming famous or what. We have this fates card here, kind of looks like the star, which is like fame and fortune. Some of you, I just feel like there's a lot of attention coming in here. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this security card. So I do feel like there is a lot of security coming in for you. Again, even though you might be dealing with a slow-moving person here, again, I feel like there is a lot of security involved with this person. Like, I hesitate to say this, but just, intuitively, I feel if there's a new person coming in for you, I feel like you could be, like, meeting this person through friends or something like that. And again, I feel like they're like, legitimately not really looking for anything, but I don't know, maybe you just look good, Taurus. So I feel like they're kind of, like, opening up to it. This person, like, I think sometimes when I say something like that, people, like, think that this person is, like, playing a game or something like that. Like, they're trying to be hard to get. I don't get that at all here, Taurus. I just feel, again, you could just be dealing with someone who's legitimately busy and they're just honest. So that they are like, I'm legitimately busy. I don't have time for a relationship. I don't want to lead you on. It's like that type of thing here. So, I don't know what to say about that. Other than, take how it resonates. You have the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles here. It's like definitely planting seeds. Again, like I said, everything kind of boils down to this right here, this Knight of Pentacles. He has those empty fields behind him, and Six of Pentacles is you planting your seeds. Ace of Pentacles, twice, seeds. The Page of Pentacles, he is also planting seeds here with the Page of Pentacles. I really get this need to make sure that that you don't try to make something perfect here as well, Taurus. I feel that there could be like a lot of tiny worries with the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles can be a little bit nitpicky. He can be a little bit worried about things that just don't matter. And I kind of get that for you here, especially if you're working towards a dream with the Seven of Cups. Six of Pentacles is like, it's like he is giving to this person over here. You can read the Six of Pentacles a million different ways. You could say that it is asking you to give to situations that return energy to you, which is partially true. That's normally what I say with the Six of Pentacles. But I also feel like it's saying don't ignore something as well over here. So I feel like more for you, the Six of Pentacles is saying, not only make sure you're giving to the right things, but there could be something you're ignoring that you're not giving to energetically that could help you grow, that could help you be successful, whatever. And I feel some of you could be discovering that here with the Six of Pentacles. I also feel not really, I know this is the row of the unexpected, but, I don't really necessarily get anything unexpected coming in for you other than the fact that there could be a person coming in for you that you are interested in, that is like, just busy or something like that, very slow moving, something along those lines is what I'm going to say to you, Taurus. But anyway, what I would say here is I feel like there is a need to focus, but I feel like you could be like worrying about certain things. Like, let's say you're like trying to grow your business. I feel like there could be certain things that you're worrying about that you just don't need to worry about. I've told the story before how I have a buddy who was like all worried about starting a business and, had certain rules and regulations in the business that he was in. And he finally just got started. He didn't worry about the rules, regulations. And like I think it was you that I was telling the story to like last week. I'm getting the same thing here. It's like he didn't worry about the rules and regulations. It's like he worried about it later. Once he got the business started, then he got all his paperwork in order and all this other stuff. And, again, I'm not encouraging you to break the law here, Taurus, but, he wasn't really breaking the law. He was just getting started. So there's like a difference. And I feel like sometimes we worry about things like, do I need an LLC to start my business and like all this other stuff. It's like you can do that later. It's like I feel like this is just saying, just get moving on something that is going to be successful, that's going to provide a lot of security. Again, this is your major focus because of Uranus and Taurus. You are not only focused on freedom, and it wouldn't surprise me if all of you move like between now and the end of 2025 when Uranus officially leaves Taurus, but it also wouldn't surprise me if you had a major focus on kind of like security. Ten of Pentacles, can't make this up. Ten of Pentacles is ultimate security. Ten of Pentacles is a tree of life, and it's like everything you desire in your life, but it's security because they're inside castle walls. It's like there is nothing more secure than being inside here. Plus, it kind of represents building and leaving a legacy. So that would represent, building up abundance, building up success. Tons of abundance here for you here, Taurus. I love this. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Two of Wands here. It's like I feel like you need to develop this big voice is what I get for you here, Taurus. Like something about your voice or big voice is what those are the words that are popping into my head. I feel like, it's like sometimes it's like, have you ever talked to the phone? Have you ever been sitting next to a person, Taurus, and they talk on the phone and you're like, who the hell is that? Like they sound totally different on the phone. They're like, hi, they raise their voice or whatever. I feel like this is saying, don't do that. I feel like this is asking you to kind of like embrace your voice for some reason. Don't know. Go for it. Six of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. You have the Ace of Wands, Passion, New Beginning coming in for you here. Look at all these aces. Damn, Taurus. This is one hell of a reading. It's almost like you're being rewarded. Whenever I get readings like this, especially when I do a quarterly reading, sometimes I do feel like the universe maybe rewards us at the end of the year because it's like, we have maybe accomplished a lot of goals or we've done a lot of growing or whatever the case may be. And that's kind of what it looks like to me. I feel like for a lot of you that you're kind of like developing your passions as well here. I like this a lot. So this looks very good. Next in the area of, what are we doing? Advice from your guides. You have the Fates card here. So clearly I feel like fate is kind of at play. I really feel like you're being guided at this time more than anything. And like I feel this is more talking about timing as well. It's like sometimes I think we're just not ready for something. And then we get it later on in life, like money, for example. And, it's like if we get a bunch of money when we're younger, we're probably just going to blow it all on Vegas or we're going to blow it all on, strippers and something else, right? Who knows what? It doesn't matter. The point is like we, sometimes we don't get the universe doesn't allow us to have something until we're ready, until we're, mature enough when it's not going to just be like pouring water through our hands. And so I kind of get that feeling for you here, Taurus, where it's almost like the universe is bringing you something that you're appreciating or that you will be appreciating on a much deeper level here, Taurus. So, I like this quite a bit. I feel like this is good for you. There's definitely some balance coming in for you with the Justice card and fairness as well. I kind of feel like you're feeling like you're receiving karmic rewards with the Justice card. I feel like you feel like you're receiving, something that is owed to you here. So I like that. The Knight of Wands here. I would be careful of this. I mean, especially Mercury, we're in Mercury shadow at the time of me recording this video. Mercury will be going retrograde on September 27th. So, again, if you're watching this during the retrograde, basically all the way through October, because the shadow pretty much extends through the whole entire month of October as well, then what I would say here is be careful of any inconsistent energy, any people that have been inconsistent in your life, anything like that, I would be careful. And you have the Ten of Cups, fortune after difficulty. So definitely a lot of benefits coming in for you at this time. But let's clarify this last row and see where it's going. With the Justice card, you have the Nine of Pentacles, a lot of success coming in for you, a lot of abundance with the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like you are definitely feeling, like I said, you're feeling that energy of abundance. I feel like I keep getting something about you're getting like what you are owed, which I feel like is partially true. She also understands balanced giving here with the Nine of Pentacles, so I like that. With the Knight of Wands here, yep, like I said, this needs to go. Ten of Swords is like someone who stabs you in your back. It's like sometimes I feel like, if you get something like this, Knight of Wands, Ten of Swords, it can be like someone coming back from the past, and it's like the universe is saying, like, is this person going to stab you? Are you going to let them stab you again, or are you going to cut this out of your life? So I'd be very careful. This is the only warning that shows up here. This is a beautiful reading. I would just be careful of anyone inconsistent. Ten of Cups here, you have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is a new adventure. It is time for you to go on a new adventure in your life, and that's like what I feel like you're doing here. So definitely a lot of success coming in here. Definitely new love as well, if I couldn't make that clear enough, but it's not inconsistent. Like I said, I feel like it's something much more stable. We're going to pull 3 yes or no question cards here as well, Taurus. So this is an amazing reading, tons of abundance, but we're going to do 1, 2, and 3 right here. So feel free to pause this reading if you need time to think of your questions. 1, 2, 3. If you don't have questions, that's fine as well. I'm going to put them all together. For question number 1, I would say yes, Page of Cups. So definitely yes, could be love coming in for you. For question number 2, I would say yes, Wheel of Fortune. So yes, definitely. And for question number 3, I would say no. I feel like rushing energy here, so I would say no. For a lot of you, I do feel like this is talking about momentum. The Wheel of Fortune can be things turning in your favor. Nine of Swords is like keeping that momentum going, right? That's why I always recommend to people to have like small wins every single day. It's like if you can create one win after another, eventually the wins get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then you can't lose, or a loss doesn't affect you on such a deep level, right? And so if you're not having very many wins in your life and you're having a lot of losses, you need to kind of like balance that out, justice, right? You need to create more wins. I think people, think of wins as like making $1 million, but it's like maybe, going for a walk, maybe doing one push-up, maybe making your bed, maybe it's making yourself a healthy meal, whatever it is, doesn't matter, right? I would just start with those small wins because I feel like it's just going to snowball. It's like you're going to have more and more and more. That's really what I feel like this reading is saying. It's like you're just building upon like a lot of wins. It also wouldn't surprise me if some of you were getting a lot of attention. I saw this as a star when I was talking about like there could be like fame or fortune coming in for some of you. The star, to me sometimes can say like you need to shine bright. You need to get as much attention as you possibly can. Remember, I was getting big voice here as well. I feel like you need to share something or let something out. Like don't be, I feel like it's saying that you shouldn't be behind the scenes at this time. You need to be out there here, Taurus. But damn, Taurus, I like this. Really good reading. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy the rest of the year.